We're so inundated with these wellness terms like healing and mindfulness and meditation and all of the things. And not to, don't get me wrong, I'm all about it. That's what I promote. But I really think that we need to go back to basics. We need to go back to the basics of just sitting still, and not making wellness a chore. I think that because wellness is such a big business, it's $1 billion business. Self-care is $1 billion business. We keep the wheels running because everything that's promoted is promoted for our self-care. When in actuality, the self-care that we really need, we already have it. It is the sitting still. It is the, taking the minute to process your day. It is the checking in, it's taking light of the fact that you've done a lot. Like 2024 was, 2024, I don't know about anybody else, but 2024 is, and right up there with 2020. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like the kids, I'm not gonna hold you. 2024 was right up there like with 2020. And we about to be 5 years out from 2020. Like the madness of 2020. I remember I remember getting ready to go on a trip. And because I needed to have documentation that I was well, I had to find a place that did the COVID testing on the spot. How many times I had some swab up my nostrils in 2020, 2021. It is insane. And we walk around today like we ain't go through none of that. And I'm telling you, 2024 felt just like that. So I say all of that in order to say that, have grace. Have grace. Stop pillaging your time to these places that don't respect or value your words, your existence, right? No response is a response, and a doggone loud response, right? And you have to really be discerning about what's important for you right now. Like, you have to really clear out the clutter. And I'm just not just talking about your stuff. I'm saying clear out the clutter in your mind. Clear out the clutter. Clear out the stuff you don't need. Clear out old clothes. If you ain't worn it in a year, 3 years tops. If you haven't worn it in a year or two, you ain't wearing it. It's probably too small anyway. Right? Take note of, be realistic about, where you are right now, what you need, and be willing to ask for help, right? Trusting that somebody else has the answer, because you don't know what you don't know. Trust that through discernment, right? First of all, we're seeking God first. We're seeking God first, right? So we're seeking. Let's start the hierarchy of what we're doing. First of all, we're seeking God first, and then once we seek God and we have had our conversation with Jesus, right? Then He's then imparting the wisdom of what we need to do next. Who do we need to call? What do we need to do? Where do we need to go next? And sometimes, here's the thing about God, because His mind is not like our mind. Most times when God is talking to us, the things that He's telling us to do feels like the craziest things. And I have so many stories. But so many times when God is telling us something to do, it feels so crazy. Like, God, I don't know where, what you talking about? Like, what do you mean call that one? What do you mean tell this one that one? What do you mean go here? It doesn't make any sense. And that's the thing. His mind and our mind, we're just not the same. Our mind is not the same. So when He's telling you to go there and do that, go there and do that. because that's the opportunity to get the answers that you need so that you can go forward in what God has for you. Because he's not going to make you. He's not going to yell at you. He's not going to, twist your arm. He's going to make the opportunity available. You have to be still enough to hear what and how he's directing your path. And once he's directing your path, walk in it through with confidence in knowing that God sent you. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. What God is going to do, sometimes he's going to direct you to talk to somebody who may reject you. God is going to send you to somebody who is going to reject you. And that would be your cue to seek the lesson and to build your character. Build your rejection character. Build your rejection muscles. Because most of us don't want to be rejected. Nobody wants to feel rejection. Build your rejection muscles. Because the more you build your rejection muscles, the greater you become aware of what to do next. That is not the time to say, yo, I'm never going to do that again, or I'm never going to go to that person again. That is your time to get clarity on what is your next. Because the very person who rejected you can turn around and open the floodgates for you, open the door for you. It's all about communication. It's all about connection. It's all about clarity. It's all about being calm in your body so that you can hear from God, so that you don't get yourself worked up in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, that you miss the opportunity. You turn around and be done cuss somebody out, and that'd be the person who's supposed to bless you to go to the next level. But you don't cuss them out because they told you no. And that ain't it. That's not it. Anyhow, our next season, this is tricky because it's all about discernment. And if you're not sitting with God long enough to really hear from him, you're going to be deceived. If you're not sitting with God long enough to hear from him, you're not gonna make the right decisions. Because the next season is all about connection. It is all about discernment. It's all about really hearing from God so that he can bless you he can bless you so you can go to the next level. Building your character so you can communicate your needs better, so that you can be in agreement with the right people, right? So that you're not playing off the narratives and the limiting beliefs that you've built up from when you was 8, 9, and 10 and somebody stepped on your toe, right? You ain't nobody ever gonna step on my toe like that, never no more again, right? Because you were hurt from then, so now you're not gonna do the same thing because somebody hurt your feelings back then. And that's the very thing that's going to open the door for you to your next. Being humble, being grateful, seeing the bigger picture. All right. Peace and blessings.